Hi there, my name is Jeremy and I'm a third year student currently doing my degree in communication. And today I've been asked to share a bit about my life as a School of Arts student, and hopefully some of my sharing could help you in your future student life. So technically I'm not an alumni per se, even though this is an alumni sharing, but since I'm in my third year and I'm almost done with my degree, I feel like I've almost experienced everything that that is to offer for being a student in Sunway. So firstly, I'm going to talk about studies, but I'm not going to dive too much into it because I feel that everybody have a different way of studying, and I feel that whatever works for you might not work for me, and whatever works for me might not work for you as well. But I got two advices I feel that everybody should know, and hopefully this would help you, which is firstly, being a School of Arts student, most of the degree programs will have more assignments than exams. Now, this is quite common, and also for a Bachelor of Communication student, your first year would probably have more exam-based subjects than compared to your second or third year. So in your first year, if you are in your first year, I would recommend that you really get used to the whole pacing of it all. Now, let's say if you move on to your second semester and you have a mix of assignments and also exam, really make sure that you are able to pace your assignments well, because some subjects might overlap with each other in terms of their assignments. So really take the time to plan out your calendar, even though you might not be a planner, but really be sure that you know what dates are your assignments so you have the adequate amount of time to finish those assignments. Now, it might be a bit too overwhelming at first, but once you get the hang of it, I would say that you are really good to go. Now, in my experience, when I first did a lot of assignment-based subjects, like doing videos or like designing stuff, it wasn't really that easy at first because there was so many assignments to do, and even though like I was kind of confident that I could finish it on time, sometimes there might not be enough time than you think there is. So just plan some extra time for you to be sure that you're able to finish your assignment. And the second advice I would give is really go and consult your lecturers if you have any problems. I feel like a lot of people shy away from approaching their lecturers because they feel their lecturers are not willing to answer their questions. But really, in my experience, a lot of the lecturers I have, especially in the Bachelor of Communication, has been really helpful, and they're willing to help you whenever you have a problem. Now, if you don't ask, you will never know the answer. So be sure to email them if you're having online lectures, or if you're having physical classes, just approach them directly and ask them questions. I'm sure that they'll be happy to answer your questions and help you. Because I feel like a lot of people also struggle because they are a bit shy to ask their lecturers. So if you are really shy, you could also ask your friends who might be able to help you in that. So I would say having good friends as well has been very helpful. Now, the second part of my sharing is going to be talking more about the extracurricular activities I've participated in Sunway. And in my whole experience in college, I did Muffy in Sunway College when I was doing my pre-U, but I felt that, I didn't really participate in much stuff then because I felt like, what's the point of joining all these activities? It's such a waste of time and it's so time consuming. But I realized that there is more to it when you really go and do it. So I took the leap when I was doing my degree, and I joined Sunway HPAIR, which is Harvard Project for Asian International Relations, and we organized an event, and I am now the Director of Publicity and Engagement for Sunway Student Ambassadors. Now, I feel like because a lot of people shy away from it, you're really missing out on a lot of opportunities there is as a scholar as well, because you really have a lot of things that you could learn from these clubs and societies. Now, why I say that is because there are a lot of things that you might not otherwise get to experience if you wouldn't join a club and society. So take, for example, Sunway HPAIR, which I joined, organizing an event. So I had to design posters and stuff like that. But before I joined, I had really no good experience in Adobe Illustrator. But after that, I really improved my skills, and it has been really helpful for me, especially when you're like doing your assignments now. And before that, if I didn't have the experience in Illustrator, I would have been struggling in my classes. But, now that has been a benefit for me as well. And also, organizing events has been really helpful because it really gives you a lot of skills that you could learn from it, from leadership skills to time management skills, because you need to get stuff done on time, and also liaising with people, because sometimes that can be really helpful as you go on to your working life as well. So I would say that these kind of small traits and things that you can learn has been really helpful, and if you don't take the leap, you wouldn't experience it yourself. Now, I'm not saying that you must join one, but it has been always, it's not, no one is going to force you to join a club in society unless you do it yourself. So, whenever there is a CNS a week or something, just drop by and see whatever clubs there is to offer. And, you don't have to join as a committee as you start, but join the club as a member. There's tons of clubs that are there for you that might be of your interest. So a lot of people complain about the time management part of joining clubs and societies. Of course, you get to learn a lot of things, but the commitment, the timing, having meetings and all. I myself also, alongside clubs and societies, also work freelance as well. So I have a lot of things sometimes on my plate. But honestly, if you have the passion and the commitment for whatever club you have, I would say that you would find the time to do it, because I am sometimes quite a bad time management person. I'm quite, late sometimes. But honestly, if you really have the passion and the interest in whatever clubs and societies you intend to join, you really make time for it. And I would say that, if you're excited about something, you would be more inclined to do it. Think about if you really want to work for something, you want to work for good grades, that's your motivating factor, and then that will make you motivated to study. So I would say this kind of the motivation and the passion for whatever clubs you join is very important. So when you're picking a club and society, don't join because I want to get the rank of the role of this position or whatever position you have. Then you will not benefit from it, and you're just going to really regret joining whatever club and societies. So there is so many club societies out there for you to join. Choose something that you have interest in and really have the passion with. So the last question that I was given is to talk about how has being a scholar impacted my life. I feel like being a scholar has taught me a lot of things, and I should also be thankful for the opportunities that I've been given. Of course, being a scholar comes with its own challenges. Of course, maintaining your average GPA for you to renew a scholarship is one thing that a lot of people stress about. But I would say just use that as a motivating factor, but don't stress yourself out too much, because I'm sure you can do well, because here you are. And also making full use of this opportunity as well by, giving back to the community as well. Helping out events and stuff like that is some of the small things you can do to give back as a scholar. So I guess that's that. Hopefully my sharing has been a bit insightful, and hopefully this has helped you in some sort of way. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'll be happy to answer them and guide you in any way. So all the best, take care, and don't stress out about your studies, because I'm sure you'll be able to do it well. So goodbye.